Okay, so my bad for not uploading for like 2 fucking weeks. I've been doing shit. Your boy had a bunch of job opportunities. He did not fucking get those because no one wants to hire my little bitch ass. But anyway, this is a story I did not want to tell for a while, but I'll make it up to you. Like the 9 people who are watching this. Anyway, yeah. I went fucking coding crazy. So yeah, there's gonna be a crazy fucking story. Well, not I didn't actually go coding crazy, but I tried lean. And yeah. Anyway, I didn't want to tell this till I had a bigger audience because I know this video isn't gonna get many views, but you know what? Fuck it. Anyway, without any further ado, this is gonna be a fucking hoot and a holler, a true banger of a fucking video. So yeah. Without any further ado, put your dick back in your pants, stop jerking that shit, cause yeah, I uploaded. Anyway, roll the intro.
Feel like X, take the X and nigga, I'm gon' boost. Why my soul the purple bitch, this that geeka juice. Mix the Rick with Miara and the golden goose. Yeah, okay. Feel like X, take the X and nigga, I'm gon' boost. My fan got a dick in, daddy to the roof like boost, 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 ayy. Yeah, okay. Ayy, boost, my dick to the roof. Spinning up the drugs and I OD in the coupe. Money in abundance, this shit coming in the group. Flying and I'm zooming past the Georgia State Troop.
All right. Anyway, this story takes place back in August. I think it was like the last week in August or second to last week. This was like before I got expelled. And yeah, so I wanted to try lean for a while. Like I think it was since 8th grade. Like I started piquing an interest in it, and I had like hydrocodone syrup that that was prescribed to me. And yeah, I actually had to use that because like I had like shit that was going on. Like I don't remember what happened, but I hurt myself pretty bad, so I actually had to use that. But I was like, okay, well I'll get some in the future and do it. But I remember, I mean that's like as far back as my memory goes about me wanting to try lean. But yeah, so back in like August, I was gonna go tubing down a river with one of my best friends, but then he fucking canceled. So like he had shit to do. Like no disrespect to him, like I don't know what happened, but yeah, some serious shit happened, so he couldn't go. So mini story. We did end up going rafting. I did not drink lean that day, but we were going down the river, and these two guys were like tied to a tree, and they had a Gatorade bottle, and they had like a little mini bowl they made out of it. Like they had like or no, they didn't have tinfoil. They had like this little metal piece, and they made a bowl out of a Gatorade bottle. And I smelled weed, and I was like, "Who's got a cart?" I yelled that, and they were like, "Oh, it's just weed, bro." And I swam over there. Like my family was already way down the river, and yeah, I mean, I fucking hit their bowl like 4 times. They had this like garbage fucking weed, no disrespect to them, but it was a sprayed pack. It was fucking disgusting. It was not a natural color, and it was like campfire s'mores. I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, I hit this bitch, and then I was like, thank you, and they let me rip their vapes, and that was pretty fucking cool. And they had beers and shit, but I didn't drink any beer. I don't know why I didn't, but anyway, I didn't really even get that high from it. But going down the rest of the river ride, it was actually pretty fucking dope. But yeah. Anyway, okay, so on a Saturday, and then on Monday I actually did the lean. So I got my drawstring bag. I bought hydrocodone syrup, and I had to buy the promethazine separate because like my plug didn't fucking offer me one with promethazine, so I just bought promethazine DM and hydrocodone syrup from two different people. But anyway, yeah. When Juice World talks about like the red or the purple in the cup, the red is being like hydrocodone, which is a stronger opioid than codeine, and codeine is purple. But yeah, anyway, so I got my little drawstring bag with my fucking, I put my gym shoes in there, and I put the codeine bottle, I'm not the codeine, fuck, the hydrocodone bottle and the promethazine bottle in each shoe inside the bag, and I brought $1 so I could buy a Sprite from the vending machine. And two of my friends followed me after I got to school, and it was like 7:35, like hella people were like getting there, and we go in the bathroom. I fucking cracked the Sprite bottle open that I bought from the vending machine, and I crouch down and I open both bottles, and I pour about 2 lines worth of each promethazine and hydrocodone, and I put it in the Sprite, and I'm just mixing it, slowly turning it, and then I pour it in my Yeti cup. I didn't have a double cup, but I thought the Yeti cup would have more aura. But yeah, so I'm walking around with one of my friends. He was in the last video I made. He was in that picture I put up on the screen. He's the one that took it. He didn't let me say his name to get me permission, but yeah, we were walking around the school, and I was drinking out of the fucking Yeti cup that had the lean in it. And I put the Sprite bottle in the empty, or not empty, but the half-filled promethazine and the half-filled hydrocodone bottle back in my shoe. and that's important later. But yeah, I'm drinking lean, walking around school. I put ice in there, and also I forgot to mention this, but I took a bunch of Jolly Ranchers for my teacher, like the day, or like when I walked by her room that morning. She had like a shit ton of Jolly Ranchers, so I took like four purples and a few blues, and I put them in there, and like I don't know, it didn't do much. It didn't melt or anything because it was cold. The lean was cold because it was in a Yeti cup, and it had ice in it. But yeah, the Jolly Ranchers, they were a nice little fucking decoration, I guess. But yeah, I'm drinking the fucking syrup as I'm walking around school, and I walk up to one of my friends, and I was like, "Hey, here, drink this. Don't ask what's in it," because we were walking by a teacher, and that sounded fucking suspicious anyway. But I don't want to go, "Hey, I got fucking lean in this water bottle. You want to drink it?" And he was like, "No, what the fuck?" But he doesn't do drugs anymore. Like he stopped. Like he's being good. He's got his life together, which like props to him because I can't seem to do that for some reason. But yeah. And then one of my other friends, he was in the story time biking to Max. It was actually Mac himself. He walks up and he drinks a shit ton. Like he drinks half the damn bottle, like half the damn Yeti cup full of fucking lean, and he chugs that shit, and then he drank like a good bit. A Yeti cup was like 32 ounces. It was filled all the way to the top, so he probably drank 16 ounces, like somewhere in there, and probably a little less than that. But yeah, I'm just drinking the rest of the fucking lean on the way to first period, and I'm straight. Like I'm finishing it. Like you're supposed to sip it. I was damn near chugging it because I wanted to make more because I feel like I got cheated because this motherfucker came up and chugged half of it. So yeah, I get through like a good portion of it, and I go buy another Sprite from the vending machine. Like my friend gave me $1, and yeah, we go to the lunchroom, and I hadn't mixed it up yet, so I had mixed up the new lean, and my other friend, his name's Michael. Actually that's the name I gave him, but his name's not actually Michael. He walks up to me and he goes, "Do you actually have lean?" Because like one of my friends texted him and said, "Jackson's got fucking lean," and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." So I opened up my fucking drawstring bag and showed him the two bottles, and yeah, so he was like, "You want to go to the bathroom and pour that shit?" I was like, You can pour your own lean. Just pour the rest in the Sprite bottle. Don't shake it up. Fucking do it slowly." And he goes, "No, I'm good off that." And he's like, "You can mix it up." And I was like, "All right, whatever." So I go back to the same fucking bathroom I was in, and I crouch down and I pour more lean. Didn't have any Jolly Ranchers this time, but pour more lean, start drinking it, give it to him, and he drinks like a small, tiny bit, like enough to get you high, but like not enough to make you, I don't know, like enough to, I don't know. He said he felt shit. I don't know. But then I drink the rest of that, and we have to go to first period. So I dap up each one of my friends. I say bye because I didn't have any fucking classes with them in the morning. But I get to first period, which is my Spanish class, and a lot of them, I have a lot of memories from that class and a lot of stories to tell about that class. Like one time I did fucking, you're gonna clown me for this in the comments. I did fucking Benadryl. I did like 20 Benadryls, and I was sitting in that class and it started to kick in. I'll tell that story. That'll probably be the next one I tell. Anyway, I'm sitting in there after drinking the lean. I got like a tiny bit left, and like one of my friends, he's not like my friend. He's like an acquaintance, a fucking classmate. I wouldn't call him a friend, but he walks over and like I'm already like starting to feel it. Like I'm fucking cold sweating. I don't know why. I was like cold sweating. But he walks up to me and he goes, "Are you good?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm feeling great." And he's like, "Okay." And he looks at my water bottle and it's fucking bright red. And he goes, "Is that like high C?" I was like, "Nah, that's something else." And he goes, "Oh, okay." I don't think he knew like about me doing like this kind of shit, but he didn't ask any more questions after that. And I was like, "Okay, thank God." And I'm just sitting there, cold sweating, just sitting there, like I popped his Xan. Like I didn't pop his Xan, but I'm saying like I was sitting there like I popped his Xan. Like I was sitting there like slumbered state. And this is before I got my phone taken, so I was like on my phone playing Clash of Clans, and like we had this new rule where you had to put your phone in the pocket. But my teacher didn't really give a fuck, so sitting there playing Clash of Clans. I already finished my fucking Spanish work. I used Google Translate and everything. But yeah, so I'm sitting there, and one of my friends asked me, "Are you good?" And I was like, "No, I'm feeling great, man. I fucking drank some lean." And he thought I was kidding, and I was like, "Yeah, I drank some fucking lean," and he started laughing about it. He thought I was kidding anyway. I go to second period and I sit there and I fall asleep in class. Like I fall asleep sitting upright. And I was listening to Spotify. I don't remember what song I was listening to, but yeah, I was sitting there upright. And my teacher comes and walks over, and this is the same teacher that'll appear in the fucking Benadryl video because I think she was aware of like me doing drugs. 'Cause I actually got pulled out of her class to get expelled. Like that was like I was in her class when that shit happened, and she opped on me. She fucking the same drawstring bag that I had. I carried that every day. I didn't have my carts in it or anything, but yeah, she was like, "Oh, this is yours. Don't forget it." And I was like, "Oh, fuck you." But back on topic, I'm sitting in her class. I got woken up by like this Catholic girl that was next to me, and I was sitting there. I was barely like coherently speaking, but I felt really good because I mean I had done like Vicodin before, and I'd done like a lot of other opiates, but I was sitting there, got that nice like you feel like you're in a fishbowl. Like you feel like nothing else really matters. Like you're just in a really calm state. And I can see why those are really addictive because I was pretty euphoric. And I was sitting there, and promethazine makes you tired. Like my dad got it prescribed to him to help him fall asleep. And I don't know what else. I think it was like maybe for his cough or something. I don't know. Fuck it. But yeah, so after that class, I have gym, and I had to take the fucking codeine bottles out. Or not the codeine. I keep saying codeine because I'm thinking of lean, but the hydrocodone bottle and the promethazine bottle, I got to take them out. And I showed one of my friends who's now at Ace with me. His name's Parker. He didn't give me permission to use his name, but he's actually my good homie, so I don't think he actually care. But yeah, I showed him, and he's like, "Oh, that's fucking sick." But I had already drinking the rest of the lean, and the bottles were empty. So I showed my best friend, the one I was planning to drink lean with on the river. Like I was gonna drink lean, he wasn't gonna participate. But I was like, "Yeah, I drink fucking lean." He's like, "How you feeling?" And I was like sitting there, and Parker let me rip his vape, and he had this Mike Tyson one. It was fucking awesome. It was pretty good. And we went in the fucking shower, ripped the vape, and I was like, "Man, I'm high as shit." And he goes, "I can tell." And he was talking about my eyes. Like I had bags under my eyes, and I was like, my eyes were half open. But yeah, we go out from the locker room, and we go to gym, and like we had to do our warm up and shit, and I was like barely able to do it. Like it took all of my fucking energy. And after we were done doing the warm ups, like we had to go run a lap or like walk 2 laps, and I did that shit pretty fast. But cause like when you're on lean, it's like you can sit there slumbered, but when someone like comes at you or like something happens, like you can it'll snap away. It's hard to describe unless you've done it before. But yeah, so I'm running around, and then I finish. I go back down, and I just start playing basketball with one of my friends. And I was like, "Yeah, my bad, guys. I'm not gonna be at my full strength today. I don't feel very good." And they're like, "Oh, you're high as shit, aren't you?" Because like they would make fun of me for doing drugs and shit. Like I guess they did the Dare program when they were little. I don't know. Anyway, I get done with gym, and I go sit down at lunch, and I was hungry as shit. Like I was hungry. I didn't even eat breakfast that morning because I was so anticipated of wanting the lean to hit me really fast, so I'd like be on an empty stomach and whatever. And yeah, so I ate fucking like 2 plates of food. And when I sat back down, like me and my friends do this to each other. Like we go, "Damn, another one!" Whenever we get another plate. But yeah, so they do that to me, and I was like, "Oh, okay, fuck you." But then I sit back down, and one of my black friends, I told him, I was like, "You would have loved what I had in my cup today." And he goes, "What?" He was like, "Is it fucking grape juice?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "It was fucking lean." And he's like, "I don't give a fuck about that." I was like, "Yeah, I know, but I'm fucking with you." But anyway, yeah, so it had kind of worn off by this point. Like I was starting to sober up. My eyes were like open all the way now. But yeah, I mean, it was a pretty cool experience. Would I do it again? Yeah, I've done it again since then. Anyway, so yeah, I'll probably do it again in the future. But like, this wasn't even like a pint of hydrocodone syrup or a pint. It was like a third of a pint. It wasn't even that much. It was enough to pour like 2 limes, which is a few fluid ounces. So one line is 1 fluid ounce of it, and there's a lot in a pint. But yeah, like when I cracked the seal open, like I was already like praying that I wouldn't want to do this shit again because it's really expensive. I think in total it costed me, I think 200 or $230 for like both of them, and like I had to pay for Plug's gas money because he lives in Atlanta. But yeah, anyway, he got arrested, so I won't be buying from him anymore. But yeah, if someone like knows of a lean plug, yeah, hit me up on fucking Snapchat. I guess I don't know. My shit will be in the description. I'm not condoning that you hit me up and give me a plug that'll sell me fucking hard ass shit. To like any police or future employers, this is all a joke. This is like an AI fucking deep fake. And yeah, I'm on a set of a Hollywood studio right now. And yeah, I don't condone any of the shit that I did, but the shit was pretty fucking cool. Anyway, I haven't really figured out like an outro yet, but yeah. Anyway, peace.